That's the latest coming in. We also have reactions coming in from BJP MPs from Telangana, Konda Vishweshwar Reddy, as well as D. Purandeshwari, BJP MP from Andhra Pradesh. Listen in.
So there has been a massive politics which has also started over Allu Arjun's arrest, who had been released today morning.
Yes.
But it is the Bharatiya Janata Party leaders, including Union Minister Sanjay Bandi, also targeted the Congress Party over there, stating that the law and order should be dealt accordingly. It was the Hyderabad police who had not provided the security and later arrested the actor like Allu Arjun. How do you respond to such allegations?
Apparently, there's more than meets the eye. It's not a simple case. If who willfully wants their fan to be in trouble, he did not create the stampede. Stampede happened. And there are many such instances where political personalities created stampede and several died. Was action taken against them? No. Clearly, this is, whether it's the police or the politicians, they are targeting the actor. And I think who are doing it, if it's a politician doing it, it's harming themselves. In this case, the Congress government, it has harmed the Congress government because he is one of the most popular actors and he did not do any willfully he did not create such nuisance. It is probably the failure of the police and he's being targeted unnecessarily.
So yesterday the Telangana Chief Minister was in Parliament, but he kept quiet over the arrest of Allu Arjun. No comments was made. Of course, the Congress leaders there had stated that law is taking its own course. How do you respond to that?
Law is not taking its own course. Law is being over-enthusiastic. The police is being over-enthusiastic. And he's among the 11th, I think, in the A11. Why did they not accuse the first 10? Why did they not arrest the first 10? Why did they target him? Because he's a popular actor? And I think no politician in their sane mind does it because it is suicidal. And already the Congress party is becoming very, very unpopular in Telangana for various reasons. Other than the financial, they're not able to meet their 6 guarantees. But besides that, whether it's Hydra, whether it's Bulldozer, many anti-people and also targeting a very popular actor.
It's not the Bharatiya Janata Party attacking the Congress Party, but rather we have highlighted the failure of the state government. Allu Arjun ji is a big star, and everybody knows that when he comes, there would be a stampede. So, keeping in mind all of this, the state government should have been prepared prior to his coming to the theatre when his own film Pushpa was being released. So, this clearly reflects the failure of the state government in keeping the law and order and the peace of that area in mind. So therefore today for Congress party to attack or say something negative, I think is very unbecoming of them. And Allu Arjun is a star by himself, and he was not directly involved in that. He came there and then the stampede happened. So to arrest him for something in which he was not directly involved, I think is very unbecoming of the state.
Purandeshwari ma'am, yesterday Revant Reddy was in Delhi. He came to the parliament. We asked him about this arrest. He said that law is taking its own course.
Well, that again reflects the failure of the state government. He should have owned up the lapse of his own police force there.
Well, superstar Allu Arjun's arrest had sparked a huge row with Telangana cops and the Chief Minister Revant Reddy facing the heat. Allu's legal team has accused the state of illegal detention. Allu's lawyer has said that the release was delayed despite the High Court order copy. Well, listen in.
They have received order copy from the High Court and despite receiving the order copy, they did not release. Now you should question the government and the department why they have not released the accused. High Court order is very specific that forthwith the moment you receive the order, you have to release an essay. Despite clear order, they did not release. Now they have to answer. Unnadandi. That is what we have to take further steps and legally what is permissible, we will take.
All right, to talk more about this, we have Supreme Court Advocate Dr. M. Satyakumar joining us on the broadcast. We have Advocate from Supreme Court Kapil Sankla also joining us on the broadcast here. Thank you so much, Mr. Sankla and Mr. Satyakumar for speaking to NDTV. Dr. M. Satyakumar, if I could come to you first. Do you find any merit in the claim that is being made by the lawyer of Allu Arjun that there could have been an intentional delay in his release?
If you see, time and again, courts have identified and said that the states have violated many of the provisions of the constitution itself. For example, if you see Article 21, it clearly says procedure established by law. Many of the times when the police arrest, not just Allu Arjun, even a common citizen when he is arrested, any citizen when he is arrested, many of the times police has shown high-handedness by bypassing the provisions and violating the provisions. This is not new with the police. But with respect to Allu Arjun, we can very well see that the arrest was planned on a Friday evening. Why is that the police arresting him on a Friday evening? They knew that very well that Saturday, Sunday is holiday, court holiday. In spite of the fact, Allu Arjun's advocates went to the court, High Court, which is the constitutional court, got the order for release by the making petition under quash. They were able to secure interim bail. When interim bail is provided, what stopped the department, the prison authorities to release him? The question is, the prison authorities took steps after only 6 o'clock. Even yesterday's interaction in the NDTV, I said it is already late because after 6 o'clock, it's very difficult to release Allu Arjun, and there is a specific delay also by the police. It shows high-handedness of the state as per high-handed of the state. As we know, the state is a definition under Article 12. And why am I making this point, pertinent point is here? Because time and again, the Supreme Court has said bail is a norm, jail is an exception. Jail is an exception. Why? Because the liberty is a norm, deprivation is exception. So considering this fact, Allu Arjun's arrest can be clearly seen as a violation of Article 21. And his advocate has also made this point, and even Allu Arjun has said that he will follow the course of law. And because he is said to appear in trial court later, and investigation is on, and subsequent to the FIR, the police has to file a charge sheet, and subsequently charges will have to be framed, and whether the complainant itself will withdraw. And second thing, it is very clear from the facts of the case that Allu Arjun was watching a movie, and event happened when Allu Arjun was not present. It is clearly a negligence, and he is not even involved. It is a place where he went to watch a movie. Any common citizen, any citizen of this country can go to a theatre and watch a movie. And Allu Arjun cannot be an exception. When Allu Arjun cannot be an exception, you cannot attribute the law of thought to Allu Arjun when the
he's a superstar. That he's a superstar. We do understand he could be a victim in the case, but you know, the necessary permissions that were required to be taken, those had to be taken. Well, the cops also are at fault, of course, at this point in time. If we look at this case here, Mr. Sankla, if I could come to you, do you think it's a possibility that? I'll just come back to you. I'll just come back to you, Dr. Satyakumar. Let me go across to Mr. Sankla also. Let me get a response from him. Mr. Sankla, do you think it's a possibility that the cops could have been trying to make a case out of it, or an example out of it, out of you know, what all has really transpired in the last few hours, yesterday, day before, and today? We've seen, of course, Allu Arjun was released from the jail finally, but is there more to what meets the eye?
It is, you know, very unfortunate that we actually wake up as to lacunas of law when some celebrity or important person gets into trouble. And you're absolutely right. I think the police is desperately trying to make out a case here where none really exists. And I agree with my co-panelist. You see, it's a very unfortunate case that somebody lost her life. But you also have to understand that even a celebrity, when he goes to watch a movie in this particular case, or goes and does a public appearance, then there are certain responsibilities on that celebrity. And what would those responsibilities be? Is to intimate the necessary authorities. And the necessary authorities in this case were duly intimated. There is a press release that shows that the local Thana was informed for bandobast, request for bandobast. Right. Now, if the bandobast is not provided, or is inadequate, or the police which is providing bandobast is not able to control the crowd, you cannot single out the celebrity and punish him, because then it seems that you are, for the lack of a better word, creating a footage. You're trying to, you know, make a case where none really exists. And in this particular case, this is what it seems. And then you also see how the police machinery and the state machinery is being misused. You arrest him on a Friday, you single out all the other accused. And the liability perhaps would have been much higher of the person who owns the theatre, if you want to really talk about it, not of the celebrity who comes visiting. And in this case, Allu Arjun's team clearly did intimate and request for a bandobast.
Right. And
second important thing, that you arrest him, there is a bail that is granted, an interim bail that is granted, and the purpose of interim bail is that the that the court says that irrespective of whatever the case is, interim prima facie case made out, please release him on bail. And you delay that so that a person has to spend at least one night in jail. I mean, I think it is high time we start punishing the police officers that are misusing the power that had been bestowed upon them.
We've been saying this since day long, that somebody needs to take that responsibility, but nobody is really coming
Accountability.
forward. No, yes, of
True
course,
that.
nobody is ready to do that. I mean, all right, Dr. Satyakumar, you wanted to make a point there. Please go ahead.
So this is not the first time that the police is doing only with respect to Allu Arjun. In fact, wherever there is a crowd, the state should ensure there is a law and order. Wherever there is a crowd. It is not just Allu Arjun's presence, the crowd was present. Even nowadays, who is a celebrity is a question. Even a YouTube personality or who is famous in digital media can also be can also come to the theater and people can go around him. So considering the fact that now the question is who is a celebrity? Of course, Allu Arjun is a celebrity and people who are famous could be a celebrity. Even politician can come to the theater. So whose responsibility is to ensure law and order? It is the responsibility of the police and the state. So there is no question of private individual can only intimate the police. Police has to provide the bandobast or the security, adequate security, and ensure that the people are protected. It's not just protecting the celebrity. People have to be protected. The crowd has to be managed. That is the role of the state.
Absolutely.
And it's not a role of the private
cops,
individual.
However, unfortunately, in that response, has said that it's not really possible for them to make those kind of arrangements for everybody. But they knew, perhaps, what could have happened. But they did not.
The state wanted to wash off the responsibility.
Okay, all right. All right. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Mr. Kapil Sankla and Dr. M. Satyakumar. I won't have much time on the show here, but thank you so much, nevertheless, for joining us here on the broadcast and sharing your valuable views there.